I walked into that old bar downtown, trying hard to clear my head, but your favorite song came pouring out the second that I stepped in there. Bartender looked the other way, like he understood the pain. Guess everybody here tonight came to lose something again. Some songs don't just play, they bring people back to life. It was a night the jukebox cried, spinning every memory of you. Steel guitars and whiskey tears falling with every tune, and every word those old songs sang cut deeper than before. Yeah, it was the night the jukebox cried, and my heart hit the floor. There's a couple dancing by the neon lights, like heartbreak ain't real yet, and an old cowboy near the window, trying hard to forget. I lit another cigarette, watched the smoke drift through the dark. Funny how a little melody can tear a whole man apart. Some nights you drink the whiskey, some nights the whiskey drinks you. It was a night the jukebox cried, spinning every memory of you. Steel guitars and whiskey tears falling with every tune. Every word those old songs sang cut deeper than before. Yeah, it was the night the jukebox cried, and my heart hit the floor. Maybe somewhere beyond this life there's a song that never ends, where broken hearts find harmony and lonely souls mend. Baby, every voice we miss still echoes through the night, like angels singing country songs beneath heaven's neon lights. It was a night the jukebox cried, but somehow I survived. Every scar you're leaving made reminded me I was alive. And though your memory still lingers like smoke around that door, I ain't breaking like I used to anymore. Song ending softly, jukebox motor slowing, chairs moving. Last song of the night. Guess heartbreak finally ran out of quarters. Fade into silence.
Campfire crackling softly, coyotes howling far away, wind through the trees. Funny thing about smoke, deep breath, even after the fire dies, it still hangs in There's an old campsite by the canyon ridge where we used to watch the stars. Two young hearts and a cheap guitar, dreaming life would take us far. You'd lean your head against my shoulder while the flames danced in your eyes, back when forever sounded simple under those July night skies. Some memories fade easy, some keep burning slow, like smoke from an old campfire. You still linger in my soul, long after the flames burned out and the nights turned cold. Every spark we left behind still glows somewhere inside. Yeah, your love hangs over me like smoke from an old campfire. Now the wood's all damp and broken, and the fire ring's overgrown. Guess time moves on for everything except the hurt we hold. I struck a match there last September, watched the embers fight the rain, and for a second through that drifting smoke I almost heard your name. Some people leave your life but never leave the air you breathe. Like smoke from an old campfire, you still linger in my soul, long after the flames burned out and the nights turned cold. Every spark we left behind still glows somewhere inside. Yeah, your love hangs over me like smoke from an old campfire. Maybe somewhere past the mountains there's a place where lost hearts meet, where old flames never really die and lonely souls find peace. Maybe every trail we walk together still echoes through the pines, and heaven's just a campfire glowing somewhere beyond time. Like smoke from an old campfire, your memory still remains, but it warms me more than hurts me now, like a soft September rain. And though the flames are long gone out, I still smile sometimes when your ghost drifts through my heart, like smoke on the night wind. Campfire embers crackling softly, morning birds beginning. Fire's almost gone now. Small breath, but it sure was beautiful while it burned. While it burned. Final ember crack. Silence.
Porch steps have given way to the weeds. The roof is leaning hard toward the ground. I came back just to see what was left. There isn't much, but there isn't much of anything now. The oak tree is taller than I remember. It's the only thing still standing straight. At the house on Willow Creek, where the water runs cold and deep, I hear a young boy call out my name across the tall grass in the rain. Everything changes, but the creek's the same. The white paint is peeled away like skin, showing the gray wood underneath. I found the notches on the door frame, marking the years when we were free. I close my eyes and hear the laughter carried on the breeze through the pines. At the house on Willow Creek, where the water runs cold and deep, I hear a young boy call out my name across the tall grass in the rain. Everything changes, but the creek's the same. Time is a heavy hand on a shoulder. It pushes us further down the road. I'd stay here if I could just hold on, but the creek is somewhere else to go. At the house on Willow Creek, where the water runs cold and deep, I hear a young boy call out my name across the tall grass in the rain. Everything changes, but the creek's the same. It stays the same. Willow Creek, running cold and deep. Willow Creek. There's a little motel by Route 49 with flickering neon lights, where we stopped one stormy summer trying to outrun life. Room number 7 still haunts me like an old unfinished prayer, 'cause somewhere in those faded walls, pieces of us still live there. Now it's the motel by Route 49, and your memory crossing my mind. Every highway, every rain still pulls me back again. And though the years keep rolling on, part of me is still gone. Yes, somewhere beneath those neon signs, you still wait there in my mind. We danced slow beside the parking lot while thunder filled the sky. Radio playing old sad country as headlights rolled on by. As headlights rolled on by, you said forever sounded easy back when we were young. Funny how one little moment can outlive everyone. Now it's the motel by Route 49, an old ghost after midnight. Every scar and every song still tells me where we belong. And though tomorrow keeps moving fast, some memories forever last. Yes, somewhere in the pouring rain, I still hear your name. Maybe love lives inside places long after people move on, like a motel rooms beside ways, keeping echoes after dawn. I still see your eyes. Now it's the motel by Route 49. Every tear remembers your smile. And though life keeps moving on, part of me goes long live there tonight. Vacancy, but my heart never really left. Last train. Well, I got my ticket and a heavy bag. Yes, I got my ticket and a heavy bag. Leaving Memphis for a different town. Well, the moon is cold on the station door. Lord, the moon is cold on the station door. I don't want to see this place no more. She stayed out late, and she wouldn't do right. Yes, she stayed out late, and she wouldn't do right. So I'm catching that engine in the middle of the night. I hear that whistle blowing down the track. Lord, I hear that whistle blowing down the track. Once I'm gone, I ain't looking back. Last train out of Memphis now. Yes, the last train out of Memphis now. Don't ask me where and don't ask how. Don't ask me where and don't ask how. Going home, moving on. Steel guitar is crying like a lonesome soul. Yes, that steel is crying like a lonesome soul. Watch that river and the water roll. Wait for the morning and the rising sun. Well, I wait for the morning and the rising sun. Running from the things that I have done. Well, I'm moving on. Well, I'm moving on. Lord, I'm moving on. Yes, I'm moving on. Last train out. I learned real young that not every house feels like a home. I remember plates breaking in the kitchen, Mama crying down the hall. Daddy drinking through the midnight, punching holes into the wall. I was hiding with my headphones, trying not to hear the pain, praying someday I'd escape it before I became the same. I'm a son of a broken home, had to learn to stand alone. Built my heart out of the dust when nobody gave me love. Every scar a childhood year made me stronger than they'd hear, made me son of a broken home. Teacher said I looked distracted, guess they saw it in my eyes. A kid carrying too much darkness, trying hard to act alright. I watched friends go home to laughter while I drove through silent streets. Wondering why the world felt warmer to everybody else but me. I'm a son of a broken home, had to learn to stand alone, build my heart out of the dust when nobody gave me love. Every scar of childhood year made me stronger than they'd hear, made me son of a broken home. Maybe that's why I love too hard, or push away the ones I need. But I promised myself one thing, the day I finally leave, the pain stops here with me. Hey. I'm a son of a broken home, but I won't stay broken long. Turn survival into faith. Every scar, every tear brought me standing right here. Now the boy nobody knows finally found his way back home. Maybe home is something we build ourselves.
When the world gets loud and cold and the night feels hard to hold, I'll be right here by your side. You won't face it alone tonight. We ain't perfect, we both know. Got our scars that sometimes show. Every fight, every tear, still I'm standing right here. Life ain't always sunsets gold. Sometimes hearts get bruised and cold, but I'd rather walk through pain than lose you in the rain. When the road gets hard to see, you can lean your weight on me. I'll stay through it all when the shadows fall. When your world breaks down, I won't let you drown. Through the fire, through the rain, through the loss and through the pain. When everything feels wrong, I'll still hold on. Yeah, no matter what we face, I ain't walking away. I'll stay through it all. I'll stay through it all. There'll be days we lose our way, words we wish we didn't say. But love ain't just easy nights, it's choosing through the fights. Every mile, every scar made us stronger than we are. And I do it all again, just to be your man when you feel like letting go. I'll be there to let you know. I'll stay through it all when the shadows fall. When your world breaks down, I won't let you drown. Through the fire, through the rain, through the loss and through the pain. When everything feels wrong, I'll still hold on. Yeah, no matter what we face, I ain't walking away. I'll stay through it all. I'll stay through it all. Even if the sky turns gray and the light begins to fade, I'll be your shelter in the storm, keep you safe and keep you warm. And if you fall, I'll take your hand, help you rise and stand again. Ain't no road too rough or long as we keep holding on. I'll stay through it all when the night feels long. When your heart gives out, I'll be your song. through the fire, through the rain, through every broken chain. When the world moves on, I'll still hold strong. Yeah, no matter what we face, I ain't walking away. I'll stay through it all. I'll stay through it all.
I'm crawling slow past the Miller farm, gravel popping under these worn out tires. That old gate is still hanging by a wire, waiting for a hand to pull it shut. Air's thick with honeysuckle and wild hay, takes me back to that first kiss in the dark. Parked by the creek where we left our mark, thinking we'd never have the same for you. These back roads never forget a thing. Every lie and every promise made, they soak up the rain and the hurt, they keep it all in the dirt. Back roads never forget. I learned how to lose on this stretch, trying to outrun what was coming for us. Left a piece of my heart in this red dust, and I ain't looking to find it now. I'm just passing through one last time. These back roads never forget a thing. Every lie and every promise made, they soak up the rain and the hurt, they keep it all in the dirt. Back roads never forget. Gravel and stone, witness to it all. Back roads never forget.
Press fiddle, proud noise, pool balls cracking. Y'all ready to raise some hell tonight? And stomp those boots and sing it with us. Packed tight, neon buzzing red and blue. Cowboys lined up by the dance floor lights, trying
trying to find somebody new. Bartender laughing, pouring doubles fast, while the jukebox fights the band. Everybody acting like this now. Ain't it gonna end? Come on now! Fill 'em up high! Hey, hey! Boots on the bar tonight, drinking under neon lights, hands in the air, whole town singing like we own this wild life. No tomorrow on our minds, just guitars and cheap red wine. Yeah, we're burning like the stars tonight, with our boots on the bar tonight. Pretty little cowgirl spinning around like fire in a denim dress. Every cowboy in this crazy town trying hard to impress. Sheriff parked outside the door, but he ain't coming in, 'cause even lawmen need a break from the world they're living in. One more song! One more round! One more! Boots on the bar tonight, drinking under neon lights, hands in the air, whole town singing like we own this wild life. No tomorrow on our minds, just guitars and cheap red wine. Yeah, we're burning like the stars tonight, with our boots on the bar tonight. Come on! Somebody broke a chair in the back. Oh, leave him alone. He's dancing through heartbreak again. Hey! Boots on the bar tonight, whole damn place coming alive. Cowgirl swinging, whiskey pouring, everybody feeling right. If the morning comes too soon, we'll howl right at the moon. Yeah, this town was born to raise some noise, with our boots on the bar tonight. Band slows, crowd still cheering. Tip your bartender, boys, and somebody carry Earl home again. Then stomp those boots and sing it with us. Hey, it's me. Just wanted to hear your voice tonight. Message cuts off. Thunder rolls softly. Your guitar still leans against the wall beside the door, and every string still sounds like you, though you ain't here no more. There's gets louder when all the love has left. Every shadow in this room still moves a little like you. I still hear the sound of your goodbye echoing through these lonely nights, like a train fading through the rain, leaving me behind. I tried drowning out the memory, but your voice survives the pain. Yeah, I still hear the sound of your goodbye. I drove past our old bar downtown, but I couldn't go inside. Too many ghosts still dancing there under neon lights. People say that time heals all, but time just slows the ache. 'Cause every road I take somehow still leads me back your way. Some hearts stop loving easy, mine just never learn. I still hear the sound of your goodbye echoing through these lonely nights, like a train fading through the rain, leaving me behind. I tried drowning out the memory, but your voice survives the pain. Yeah, I still hear the sound of your goodbye. Maybe somewhere past the dark you still think of me sometimes. Maybe love don't really die, it just changes shape with time. And if your soul still wanders near when midnight fills the sky, then maybe you can hear me too. Every time I cry, I still hear the sound of your goodbye. But it don't break me like before. Now it's just a lonely melody floating through my soul. And though your memory still hurts, it's the only thing that remains. So I'll keep listening to the echo of your goodbye in the rain. Soft rain, distant train horn, but not forgotten. But not forgotten. Train fades into the distance. Silence. Angin pelan, suara langkah di tanah, burung pagi. This land, it knows my name. Genggam tanah, been calling me long before I understood why. Sun comes up on a tired old man with dirt beneath his nails. Every line upon his face tells 1,000 weathered tales. Same old hat, same broken fence, same road he's always known. Ain't chasing down no big city dreams. This field's the only home. Time don't stop, but it sure slows down out here. These fields remember me, every step I've ever made, every drop of sweat and blood, every prayer I ever prayed. When I'm gone and laid to rest underneath this open sky, these fields will still remember me long after goodbye. There's a tree I planted years ago. Now it's standing tall and wide, just like the boy I used to be before I lost my pride. My son don't want this kind of life, says he's leaving town, but I see myself in his restless eyes when he thinks I'm not around. You can run from where you're from, but it never leaves your soul. These fields remember me, every step I've ever made, every drop of sweat and blood, every prayer I ever prayed. When I'm gone and laid to rest underneath this open sky, these fields will still remember me long after goodbye. Maybe one day he'll come back here when the world gets too loud, and he'll finally understand what I'm feeling now. It ain't about the money made or the places that you've been. It's about the roots you leave behind and the life you're living in. These fields remember me, but they'll remember him too. Every step he chooses next, every dream he follows through. And if he finds his way back home, I'll be somewhere in the wind, in every whisper through these fields. He'll hear me once again. Ingen labi kuat, down bergesek. Ain't about holding on, it's about what you leave behind. Burn turbine, fade out.
Funny where loneliness finds you. Sometimes it's under fluorescent lights at 3 a.m. Quarter machines and faded lonely. I'm buzzing through the midnight rain. Buzzing through the midnight rain. Buzzing through the midnight rain. I'm sitting here with a paper cup coffee, trying not to say your name. Old country songs from a tiny radio echo softly through the room, and every spinning washer reminds me how fast life moves. Now it's 3 a.m. at the laundromat, and memories coming back. Every neon light, every lonely chair still makes me wish you were here. And though the world keeps moving on, Some nights feel twice as long. Yeah, somewhere beneath these tired stars, I'm still holding to us. There's a waitress washing uniforms after another double shift, and an old trucker folding blue jeans like life ain't broken yet. Like life ain't broken yet. Everybody here looks tired, like they're carrying silent pain. Funny how strangers can understand without saying a thing. Now it's 3 a.m. at the laundromat, with old regrets unpacked. Every spinning cycle round still turns my heart upside down. And though tomorrow keeps moving fast, some memories forever last. Yeah, somewhere in this lonely town, I still hear your laugh. Maybe life ain't made of big moments. Maybe it's nights like these, where broken souls keep breathing under flickering neon dreams. And every dryer humming low still sounds like home somehow. Now it's 3 a.m. at the laundromat, and a heart still looking back. Every mile and every tear still somehow keeps you near. And though life keeps smooth these sleepless nights, missing you tonight. Some nights don't change your life, they just remind you who mattered most. The leather on this stool is cracked and cold. I keep my elbow parked on the edge, right where you used to rest your hand. The ice is melting into a dark puddle while the clock on the wall stays still. I can still smell your perfume in the smoke. These whiskey nights and old goodbyes are all I have to hold me now. The red signs are buzzing overhead, setting fire to the water in my glass. I am just a man in a denim jacket, waiting for the stain to finally pass. You had a way of laughing at the band, even when the singer was out of tune. Now the music just sounds like wind blowing through a valley in the dark. I order one for me and none for you. None for you. Counting the circles the bottle leaves behind. These whiskey nights and old goodbyes are all I have to hold me now. The red signs are buzzing overhead, setting fire to the water in my glass. I am just a man in a denim jacket, waiting for the stain to finally pass. Some people say time is a healer, but they never sat where I am sitting, watching the bottom of a bottle tell me every truth I already know. Just another round, another night letting go. Whiskey nights, oh goodbyes, oh goodbyes. man had calloused palms from steering a flat bottom through the reeds. He showed me the deep spot by the limestone, where the big cats hide when it heats up. Told me if you listen close enough, the water tells you exactly who you are. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow leans into the gray, I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. I spent 10 years in the factory smoke, choking on the sound of the machine, choking on the sound of the machine. But I kept a jar of river silt sitting on my dresser by the keys. I knew that muddy water was waiting to wash the suit right off my skin. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow leans into the gray, I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. It ain't about being lonely, it's about the silence being enough. Tying off the rope to that cypress stump, feeling like I finally belong. Down where the bank starts to crumble and the willow leans into the gray, I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. I'm gonna leave my heavy boots behind. Heavy boots behind. Find a place where the river knows my name. Knows my name. Knows my name. Just keep moving down to the sea where the river knows my name.
Out here, time moves different. Days feel longer, nights feel colder, and the things you want to say sometimes never make it home. Boots in sand, miles from home. Another night under foreign skies. Got your picture in my pocket, keeps me holding on inside. Every morning feels the same. Dust and echoes in my head, but I hear your voice in silence, and every word I never said. These are letters I never sent, words I never got to say. Every I love you I held back gets heavier every day. If I don't make it home someday, just know this truth I meant. All my heart was in those pages, letters I never sent. He said, don't you change out there, stay the man I always knew. But war don't ask for who you were,
things I wish I never knew. But through the noise and all the pain, I still hold on to you. These are letters I never sent, words I never got to say. Every I miss you in my chest gets louder every day. If I don't make it home someday, just know this truth I meant. Every beat of my heart was yours, in letters I never sent. If this is where my story ends, don't you cry too long. Just remember all the love we had and how it made us strong. Tell my mama I tried my best, tell my daddy I stood tall. And if you ever think of me, just remember I gave it all. Found a paper in my coat tonight, wrote your name in every line. Tried to say the words out loud, but they never came out right. So I folded up that piece of me and tucked it deep away. Guess some love don't need a voice to me, what it should say. These are letters I never sent, still written in my soul. Every dream we ever had, here's a story left untold. If I don't make it home someday, don't let my love forget I was yours in every moment, through letters I never sent. If you're hearing this, I'm already gone, but I never stopped loving you. Signal fades to silence.
Rain tapping softly on the window, old clock ticking. Funny how a king-size bed can suddenly feel too big. Deep breath. Since you've been gone, coffee cup still in the kitchen, like you're coming home tonight. And your jacket by the doorway still holds your perfume tight. I tried moving all your pictures, but I put them back again. Guess pretending you ain't gone is easier now and then. Some nights I swear I hear you calling out my name. Your side of the bed gets colder every lonely passing night, and these walls keep getting smaller since you walked out of my life. I still reach for you side of the bed. There's a radio down the hallway playing songs we used to love. Now every word feels heavier than this whiskey in my cup. Everybody says keep moving, like it's easy letting go, but they don't see the way your memory still follows me back home. I keep trying to outrun you, but you're everywhere I go. Your side of the bed gets colder every lonely passing night, and these walls keep getting smaller since you walked out of my life. I still reach for you in darkness, like you never really left. But all I ever hold now is your side of the bed. If love don't really disappear, maybe you're still here somehow. Maybe every midnight prayer still reaches you right now. And if there's a place where broken hearts finally meet again, I hope you save a space beside you, like you always did back then. Your side of the bed stays empty, but my heart still holds your name. Every sunrise without you never feels the same. I know life keeps moving forward, but some wounds never mend, and I'm still lying here tonight on your side of the bed. Rain slowly stopping, bed sheets moving softly. Good night, darling, wherever you are. Clock ticking fades into silence.
There's a song playing on the radio, takes me back to a place I know, where your laugh was all I need, and love was wild and free. We were kids on a gravel road, chasing dreams we couldn't hold, barefoot running through the night, living fast in neon light. Old guitar and a pickup bed, every word we never said, didn't need to understand. We had forever in our hands. Time was slow, hearts were fast, never thought it wouldn't last. Back when we were young and free, you meant everything to me. Every laugh, every kiss was a moment I still miss. Every memory came alive like you never said goodbye. Summer nights and county fairs, wind still blowing through your hair. I can close my eyes and see you still dancing next to me. Maybe time moves on too fast, but some love was built to last. Back when we were young and free, you meant everything to me. Every laugh, every kiss was a moment I still miss. We were fire in the dark, leaving footprints on my heart. Even though those days are gone, you're still where I belong. If I could go back for a day, I wouldn't change a single thing. Even knowing how it ends, I'd still live it all again. 'Cause that love made who I am. Every scar, every plan, and no matter where I go, you're the best I'll ever know. Back when we were young and free, you were everything to me. Every dream, every touch, God, I still miss it so much. We were fire in the dark, you'll forever leave your mark. Even though life moved along, you're still where I belong. Yeah, back when we were young, it felt like forever. The glass is heavy on the pine, iron stove is choked with soot. Draft is coming through the floor, right where the winter took its foot. I poured the medicine to the mark, bottles sweating on the wood. I tell you that I'm sorry now, if I thought it'd do some good. We're burning down to the cold white ash, just a heat that don't reach the wall. I'm swallowing the smoke of it, waiting for the house to fall. Let it fall, let it fall. I traded my youth for a paycheck, I traded my lungs for the cold. Thought I was building us a home, but I only dug a deeper hole. You're lying still beneath the quilt, turning from the man I am. I'm sitting here with shaking hands, doing the only thing I can. We're burning down to the cold white ash, just a heat that don't reach the wall. I'm swallowing the smoke of it. The bottle's dry, the grate is cold, just the smoke before the sun, just the smoke. My denim coat smells like charred hickory. The cab of this Ford is holding the chill. The cab of this Ford is holding the chill. Left the creek bed an hour ago. Left the boys laughing in the dark. Now it's just me and the high beams cutting through the fog on Highway 10. When the bonfire burned, we felt alive. The world didn't stretch past the light, but wood turns to ash and people go home, and the mountain gets quiet and cold. Yeah, the mountain gets quiet and cold. Clay talked about his youngest girl's fever, how the overtime don't cover the pills, how the overtime don't cover the pills. We passed a plastic jug of clear corn, burning our throats to feel something real. We were honest for a minute or two underneath the oaks by the water, just for a little while. When the bonfire burned, we felt alive. The world didn't stretch past the light, but wood turns to ash and people go home, and the mountain gets quiet and cold. Yeah, the mountain gets quiet and cold. Sparks flew up like dying stars, lost in the black above the ridge. The circle broke when the fuel ran out. Now I'm just driving toward the morning alone. Driving alone. When the bonfire burned, we felt alive. The world didn't stretch past the light, but wood turns to ash and people go home, and the mountain gets quiet and cold. Yeah, the mountain gets quiet and cold. Just ash in the pit now, just a smell on my coat. The heater's finally kicking in, way back in the pines.
It's funny how a house can feel so empty when everything's still there, except you. Your coffee cup still on the sink, like you're walking any day. Your picture hanging on the wall still hasn't faded away. I hear your footsteps in the hall every time it rains, but it's just echoes of a love that couldn't stay. She left me in the silence where her laughter used to live, and now every word unspoken is a wound that won't forgive. I'm drowning in the quiet, with nothing left to prove. She didn't take the house. side of the bed still cold at night. I don't dare move your sheets, 'cause losing you once was enough. I can't lose your memory. There's a song we used to sing, playing on the radio. Now I turn it off real quick before the tears can show. She left me in the silence, where her laughter used to live. Now every word unspoken is a wound that won't forgive. I'm drowning in the quiet, with nothing left to prove. She didn't take the house, she took the truth. Was it something that I said, or something I didn't do? Did I slowly lose your heart without a single clue? If I could go back one more night, I'd hold you like my last breath, 'cause loving you was life to me, and losing you feels like death. I found your jacket in the car, still smells like your perfume. Now I sit here in the dark, talking to an empty room. I guess some loves don't fade away, they just learn how to hide. In every broken piece of me, you're still alive. She left me in the silence, now the nights are twice as long. Every shadow in this house keeps proving you are gone. I'm screaming in the quiet, but there's no one left to hear. She didn't take my heart, she left it here. Rain slowly stops. If silence had a sound, it'd be your goodbye. Long pause, and I'm still listening.